Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is episode 182 of the JB and Benny Blue Review podcast. Appreciate anybody tapping in with us live and checking it out. Noah, shout out to you. You know we're going to be talking about some shit with our guy Flex about them Suns, baby, them Valley boys. What's cracking with them Valley boys?
Baby. We rally in the Valley, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that is all coming up. Of course, we're going to break down what's happening with the Suns, what happened with the Suns and Lakers, Suns and Nuggets, NBA playoffs, the big, momentous Julio Jones trade that our guy, KSRN's own money-making Mitchell Hughes, did not think was going to happen to his Titans, but god damn it, it did happen. And a whole lot of mo.
Gotta have faith,
you know what I mean? You know, and things are starting to get back to normal. And Flex, I gotta say, normally, Flex, I thought this show was called the JB and Benny Blue Review, right? For those who missed it, it might have just been called the Benny Blue Review because I don't know where Big Sexy was at. JB, would you like to explain yourself? You slick son of a bitch. Where were you at? Leave me in the lurch, holding it down like a fucking talk radio show. What the fuck is this?
And you did. It's like very Howard Stern-esque. You did a great job. So I want to apologize to the reviewers, man. I was out living life, man. And we hung out in Scottsdale. What up, Money Making Mitch? We hung out in Scottsdale, some of my folks. And then one of my partners I ain't seen in a long, long time showed up, and the night just couldn't end, you know what I'm saying, like that. So we was out celebrating life. My man Benny did a phenomenal job, as he was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? No doubt about that. But I'm back, reviewers. My melodious voice, this beautiful mug that all y'all love to see. Yeah, we here. You know what I'm saying? We here. I'm back. Glad to be back, too.
Basically, what you're saying was you were lit. That's the punchline of everything that you just said. You were lit. It's all right.
There you go. Right now. He kept the party going, man. He ain't stopped yet.
Slow motion. This is slow motion right here,
Flex. Flex, you already know whether it's New York, Phoenix, LA. When you're in a city that can kind of get down a little bit when the weather is nice. Listen, we've all made plans when we've been somewhere, and then you get a little lituation, as they say on the East Coast, man, a lituation, and then sometimes shit goes left. It
escalates, right. Man. Says like Ron Burgundy said, that escalated fast. That's kind of how the night went. Right, that's exactly how the night went. It was just like poof.
I'd have canceled many shows when they get popping. You don't know, you don't know when it's gonna happen either. That 1942 creep in, and it's like, all right, guys.
No man know the time or day.
Yeah. I'm with it.
Wow. Well, listen, fellas, people are already showing love. And if you got questions over the course of this fine broadcast, you already know to drop them, whether you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter at JB and Benny Blue. Drop in a comment like you already have been doing, showing us love from the rip. Or dropping questions, Flex is happy to answer them, especially when it comes to them Valley boys, aka the Suns. Or, of course, you can always leave us a message to get played on a future episode, 818-850-2804. Before we get into Who Talk real quick, JB, apparently we're getting back to normal. I mean, you were out there living life, and we're getting back to normal with the league as well. OTAs and shit is back. You wanted to touch on that briefly because it feels like a normal schedule is coming back.
We're right, man. Just to be able to flip to the NFL Network and see them previewing OTAs and showing OTAs and digging in OTAs like only the NFL Network can do. They're peeking in the OTAs and talking about rookies that are going to play big positions and big parts for NFL teams this year. So and it's just great to feel that we keep using that word normal, whatever the hell normal means. Right. We keep using that word normal. It's what we're accustomed to, right? So now we're getting back accustomed to a real NFL season. That's just going to make it all the more better because a lot of teams that didn't have that off season last year probably could have went, a little further if they did. Hence my Arizona Cardinals. It's just good to see. Right, it's good to see things getting back to normal. We're watching the NBA playoffs, and they had 70% capacity. You can hear the roar of the crowd. Baseball, my Yankees and the Dead Sox is playing tonight. So, we're going to have participation at that. It's just good to have sports back. The WNBA is popping. Let's not forget our girls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Some good ball being played.
Looking good too. A shout out to the WNBA girls out there looking good.
25 years, game. Baby. I love it.
On the way to the game, looking luscious. You know what I'm saying? Maybe want to put a couple of them in the post. Yeah, I mean. So yeah.
Wow.
He's shooting his shot, baby. Shooting your shot. I like it.
So no, they don't. Yeah. Things are just getting back nice, and it's good to see, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Speaking of getting back to normal, man, make sure to tap in with us. Of course, follow us at JB and Benny Blue. You can see the stream right there. Get at us on IG, of course, as well. Tap in. We will drop these episodes as well on IG, as you can already see. You know what I mean? And get at us on Twitter. You know, I mean, listen, man. You know the game plan. This fine live stream can be brought to you in podcast form. So whether you are tapping in with us live or you want to listen to us on the way to work, you know, on the way to tell your boss to suck dick, whatever you got to do in your life, motivator for you to get to where you need to go. So thank us by giving us a like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good. Speaking of saying thank you, Flex,
I'm loving the Nipsey in the background too, brother.
Come on, man. We know you got the production value now.
Oh
man.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, soldier.
Speaking of,
I'm sorry, bro.
Speaking of, listen, it's the perfect segue and perfect soundtrack because we got to show love. We got to show love to them. Getting it done, baby. That's right. They are getting it done. They beat the Lakers, who were the 7th seed, and yet they were favored. Phoenix wins 4-2. They're in the second damn round of the playoffs. Flex, talk to us. What did you see? Phoenix won game 1. Lakers won game 2. Then they won back-to-back. LA kept it alive. Or I was actually, what am I looking at here? So, yeah, LA, Phoenix, LA, Phoenix, and then Phoenix. So they were trading games. But, Flex, you're our resident Suns expert, KSRN, Arizona, casualsports.com. What did you see? Talk to us.
Yeah, man, I saw a team that was better than that team over a series. You know what I mean? Listen, like
I agree.
You know, I'm a big believer in substance, right? You know, I never bought into the whole Lakers are not a real 7 seed. They're not feeling right. They were injured, you know, blah blah. I never fed into that, man. I believe in what my eyes show me. And over 72 games, that was the second best basketball team in the NBA, the Phoenix Suns. So, you know, the disrespect was real, man. The disrespect was taken personal. And I think we saw over the course of the series that every game, the Suns were just a better team. And I know there was injuries, but as far as 1 through 15, they were the better team. And they got the job done, man. They you know, shout out to James Jones, man. He built this team the right way.
Man,
he
GM
built
of the year.
Yes, he built this team to sustain injuries, man. Like, you know, to get through that. Chris Paul got hurt, and we just put campaign in there and got busy. You know, the Lakers had an injury with Anthony Davis, and unfortunately for them, their roster construction wasn't like ours. So they lose Anthony Davis. They got nobody to come in and really hold down that fort.
True.
So it just comes down to numbers, man. The Suns were the better team. They play in mud. And as you can see, man, every game they won, the Lakers were held below 100 or less every game. And so that just shows old school basketball, old school dynamic. Play defense. Defense wins championships. Defense travels. Sometimes you can miss jump shots. You know, if you live by the jumper, you die by the jumper. That's the facts, right? The Suns are not built like that. If they're not hitting their jumpers, they can play defense. So what I saw was a team that was better and rightfully advanced. That's what I saw.
JB, what'd you think? Devin Booker almost averaged 30 points for the series, JB.
So what I saw, man, what I saw, Flex, real rap, is I saw the evolution of a couple kids. Devin Booker being one of them, he had to drop his nuts. Let's be completely honest, Booker's had it pretty much given to him his whole life. Now, that's not to say he's not a baller, you know what I'm saying? That's not to say that he's taking advantage and he's put it on the line. He's played good ball because he has, but he hasn't got punched in the mouth like he did. All right, versus the Lakers. This is playoff basketball. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're not gonna get those calls. You can't run around there being soft. You got to lock your jaw and play a different level of basketball. He grew up, right? We saw the last 2 games he went berserk, right? Ayton, shout out to Ayton. You know what I'm saying? Who is honestly just playing his damn position, right?
Yeah.
He ain't doing nothing phenomenal. He getting, you know what I'm saying, 17, sometimes 20 and 12 a night. that ain't phenomenal. That's just normal starting center play, right?
Yeah.
He's a true 5, right? He can do other things. He can step out, you know what I'm saying, play 4 if he needs to, yada, 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 right? And then, of course, like Flex said, we were just a better team, and I don't give a damn if we would have won 7 games and they were totally healthy, we still would have beat them in that series because we were younger and we played the more aggressive brand of basketball. And I think second to last game, when Monty figured out, no matter if AD was playing or not, I think they were going to attack the middle, and I think that would have been their game plan to get them going down the pipe, attacking AD, attacking Drummond, right, attacking Gasol, well, because he don't go down there. So attacking whoever their other center was, right? And we were going to get them in trouble and get them in trouble early, and then we were going to trap Bron, you know what I'm saying, and make other people beat us. Yeah. Point blank, period. That was the game plan. Then when AD was out, it was just like easy pickings because Drummond, trash, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, Gasol wasn't even going down there. He was looking to
shoot the ball,
step towards the paint, and dip out, you know what I'm saying, be forgot about and hit a little 3. We're just a better team. And a lot of people not giving us credit because our team is built and compiled of a team, right? You talking about defense first. Shout out to little cousin, Mikal Bridges. Scottie Pippen 2.0. Right?
Yeah, that's what I call him. Young Scotty.
This dude is everywhere, and he can guard the 4 through the 1. Basically, and maybe the 5. If he got to get in that position where they do a switch or something, he can still get physical. As skinny as it is, but he's strong, he's powerful, has upper body strength, and he uses leverage. But he's quick as hell. His arms are long as Dalseem's on Street Fighter, right? But that's just one of the weapons. All right, Crowder. Thank you, Thank you for being that dude.
Playoff experience. That's valuable. Playoff experience.
No, not just that, Benny. The fight. Right, he was playing softball. He was playing softball. He wasn't playing like the same dude that we got from Miami. I guess LeBron woke him up, right? I guess LeBron woke him. When he was laughing at him, he was getting ridiculed about that on social media, and they kept showing the Drummond on the sideline acting a fool. Hey, yes. Okay, now I take that personal, like Mike said, and I took that personal, right? And of course, we can't forget the floor general. Welcome back, right? Now, Benny, you made a great point about AD. And Flex, you did too. AD had an injury. We can't determine what's going to happen during the course of a 7-game series.
That's why you build your team. Right.
Thank you. So Chris Paul, the first 3 games, Flex, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think we had Chris Paul for a quarter a game.
Pretty much. Yeah.
At about 70% of Chris Paul.
If that, brother. If that. Right? Real talk. So, if that.
We never complained. We tried to figure out a way to make sure that our rotation was set around the fact that Chris wasn't there anymore. And role players had to step up, right? Yeah. So, point blank, period. The Suns did what they need to do. Shout out to Monty, man, and for coaching that team like that.
Coach of the year.
I mean, listen, it's the attitude, bro.
Yeah.
For me, it's the attitude. For me, it's the way that they play. I say this to people all the time. When I said Suns is 6 from the beginning, right?
Okay.
So I told people, and they were like, blah blah blah. I said we are literally just a better team than them. I said, and we play the same ball every night, win or lose, right? And I think Flex, you said something that meant something. We get back and play defense, but the only time we lose, we play the same brand of ball every night, right? The only time we lose is when we're not hitting our shots.
Right.
Point blank period.
You know, I'm sorry if I could jump in here, man.
Good. I'm done.
No. You know what? Like I said something with my guys. I did a show yesterday on the Suns Jam session. Mm-hmm. And I said it. And I think this is the truest thing. This is my true belief. I believe that the Suns learned how they learned something in this series that's so valuable going forward, is that they can win when they don't play great.
Right.
And in the playoffs, you got to be able to do that. Like the Suns are a team that now I'm confident. I can confidently say, if they play their game of basketball, you're getting your ass whooped. But if they play a bad game, they can still win. They can still scrap. They can fight. They can claw. They can play defense, and they can win those 100 to 95 games. I don't think like a team like Denver coming into the next round, if they don't play great every game, they in trouble. They in trouble. They in big trouble.
They are. They're just not conformed. They're just not conformed to beat us. If Joker's got to be the guy to beat this Sun team, nah, that's just not going to do it, right? So if they had Mans, what's Mans' name that got hurt? If they had Mans, then
Jamal Murray.
Yeah, if they had Jamal
Murray, different series.
Then maybe okay. Series. You know, we were gonna scrap. You know what I'm saying, to the death. But I think honestly, if we just go and play our brand of ball like Flex was just saying, Denver, you kiss out. You know, We might be pulling out a brand new broom on their ass. Might.
I like it.
And we got a couple questions coming in. We'll get to in a second about the Nuggets series and about Monty, like Flex just mentioned. But real quick, as you see the banner on the screen, real quick, LeBron loses for the first time in the first round, and he's got AD. And I don't know if it's AD's offseason regimen or whatever the fuck is going on, but something is weird to where I don't know what's really going to be good with LeBron in LA moving forward if they can't really reconstruct that roster. JB and I talked about offline. They lose important guys like Rondo and even JaVale McGee and Dwight and what Danny Green could offer. I mean, I know Danny Green was cold and people roast him on Twitter, but Danny Green's Danny Green. He's been there before.
Yeah.
So it's like Flex, I mean, right. So Flex, when you look at the Lakers moving forward, as satisfying as it is for all of us to watch them get bounced as a Pistons fan, as you guys as Suns fans, what do you look at them and say, well, damn, like what do the Lakers do now? What happens?
Listen, they're in trouble, and I'm gonna tell you why. You got two supermax guys. You got LeBron, who's aging, and you got Anthony Davis, whose entire left leg is in trouble. You're talking about a guy that
like the whole leg.
The whole leg, the entire left leg.
From the hip to the ankle, baby.
The entire left leg. Listen, he hurt his Achilles, followed by his calf, his ankle, his knee, and his groin. I played sports my whole life. I had all those injuries minus the Achilles. And every one of them cost me a lot of time. 4 at the same time, man, you dealing with some issues. He's got some real issues going on in the offseason. He needs to sit back, recalibrate, and figure out how to get healthy. But more importantly, there's 3 guys they're losing. Dennis Schroeder's gone. Andre Drummond's gone. Montrezl Harrell's gone. All 3 of those guys. Peace out. They ain't coming back.
Well, Montrezl Harrell, I think, is a player option, so he might stay.
No, I think he's
I'm like you, Flex. He didn't even play the playoffs.
I personally think, I personally think he's out only because
besides being like not playing, he's like, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. I got a player option. You ain't playing me. I won 6 man a year. I can't get minutes in a playoff game. Hell with Frank Vogel. I'm out.
He can go to a team like Sacramento. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna kill y'all flex bomb right now. He come to a team like the Phoenix Suns. He come to a team like the Phoenix Suns, baby. And remember, I told y'all that on June 6th at 9:52 Eastern time. That could happen. Something like that could happen. Okay,
but I could love that because the attitude, the aggression, the scrap. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's a dog.
The defensive presence.
He's a dog. So I mean, again, they got some issues there. I don't know how you construct a team. And another problem is with the Lakers, Benny, is it's hard, man. I've been saying this my whole life, man. Being a guy that's been around the game my whole life, I've been saying it. LeBron is a gift and a curse. He's a gift because the guy is uber talented. He's one of the GOATs, and we've been blessed to see what he's done all these years. But if you play with him, it's a curse. Because if you're a point guard and you play with LeBron James, you're in point guard. Dude, you can't play your position. You can't be a point guard and play with LeBron James. You just can't. So it's really hard to construct a true team around that with all the right pieces that are willing to buy in and do their thing and sacrifice their bag. Like guys have to, JB, you know what I'm talking about? Like the bag is important to these guys.
Right.
Like they have to sacrifice the bag to play with these guys. So it's like, hold on, man. Do I really want to do that? Do I want to go to LA and be a 3rd, 4th, 5th guy and sacrifice my future earnings so that LeBron can play a couple more years and make a couple more movies? Like it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, so at the press conference, if I'm a Laker player, and this, I'm sorry to be long-winded, but this is, if I'm a Laker player and I just got bounced by the Suns and I hear LeBron at the press conference promoting Space Jam 2, like, come on, bro. I'm not doing that. Man. He was literally promoting Space Jam 2, talking about he got a big game in July with Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, and come on, bro. You just got knocked out the first round, and you talking about your movie? Like you talking about your movie. This is like Allen Iverson, Terry. We talk about a movie, movie, bro. We talk about a movie, bro.
Ooh, square biz, man. Square biz,
bro. Lakers got problems, bro. They got
Lakers got issues. You know what I'm saying? Problems they need to iron out. But I mean, I wish I could tell you I gave a fuck, but I don't.
Right.
Well, JB,
because it's go Suns go. You know what I'm saying? Valley boys. You know what I'm saying? We rally.
Yes,
so
sir.
with that in mind, we gotta go back to the future, and we got a couple questions coming up. But first, we gotta break down the series, man. So look, Suns,
do it.
Suns Nuggets. I mean, Flex. What are you thinking on this? What's the matchup like?
Hey man, I'm gonna throw a couple names at you real quick, and this ain't gonna be difficult, man. Facundo Campazzo and Austin Rivers.
Right here.
Those are your starting. That's your starting backcourt that you expect to hold down Devin Booker and CP3, the point guard. That's who they're depending on. These are GLeague overseas guys. That's one. Number two, your best weapon is the Joker, and DeAndre Ayton for the last 6 games for his career basically averages 24 points, 14 rebounds against the Joker. Okay. So does DeAndre got to win that battle? No. DeAndre just got to play like JB said, just play basketball, play your position, get your 20-10 every night. Don't double team Joker, play everything straight up, take away his passing lanes. And if you want Campazzo, Austin Rivers, Monty Morris, Jermichael Green, you let those guys beat you. If those guys beat you, shame on you.
Right.
Then you deserve to lose, yeah.
Then you deserve to lose. You got listen. Michael Porter Jr. is a hell of a basketball player, but we got Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, and Torrey Craig. We got 4 wings that can give that guy hell over a series. So you're gonna throw 4 different, pure hell, literal hell. They're gonna throw 4 different dogs at him and see which one bites the hardest and try to impose their will on that kid. And I think this series is pretty simple, man. Play your brand of basketball. Don't double the Joker. You can live with his stats. Clamp up on Michael Porter Jr. And the rest of those guys are I'm just sorry.
They're guys,
not,
bro.
Yeah, they're guys. They're not dogs. They're guys. Right. It is what
so I'm gonna do this, Benny. I'm gonna like flex some. I'm gonna throw some names out, right? Sarich, right? Let me see here. Big Bud like Kaminsky, right? Cam Johnson, right?
Yeah.
Torrey Craig, right?
Yeah.
And Javon Carter. Now, these are guys that are on our roster that usually play on our third string. You're going to start to see those guys get more incorporated into the second team roster or rotation, if you will, because Monty knows that we're going to need everybody once we start digging in for real, right?
Yeah.
So I don't see the Nuggets having any success. I just don't. Honestly, I'm gonna be kind of just being an asshole and just be like Suns in 5 because all I see them winning is one possible game in Denver, right? And it's probably gonna be because we play them tomorrow night out here.
Tomorrow night,
right?
Yep.
So it's 1-1, right? So we play here and then we fly to Denver. So
Wednesday,
that first game in Denver is probably gonna be, a little rah. Now we won big games on the road before. So I'm saying it right now for everybody that's listening and watching that Suns in 5 possibly got that big whisk broom out and we might just go and sweep them, which I don't really want us to do, Flex.
Talk to me. Why not?
Because I need to work.
We need work. I got you. You don't want that overconfidence going into the conference finals.
I would love Suns in 6, right?
Okay.
I would love it because again, that gives the guys that I just named a time to work, right? They get that live action in. Like, no, it's nothing like the only thing that gets you ready for boxing is boxing.
Live bullets,
right?
live bullets.
That's
live
it.
Bullets,
so you smart to get ready for a fight. So I need them boys jumping in there, getting their work, right? So we can be as strong as possible going into the Western Conference Finals.
Hey, JB, you mentioned a name that I'm big on. You said Javon Carter. Campazzo?
And you got the question coming to you, Flex.
Huh? I'm sorry. Oh, question. Will Monty deploy Javon?
No, you got the question from our man, Yep.
Okay, there we go. So absolutely, you're going to throw him on Campazzo. You're going to lock him up 94 feet. You're going to give him 94 feet of hell. You're going to, by doing that, you're going to stick with what got you the Coach of the Year, right? Because the Coach of the Year award is because your team rewarded you with the results, right?
Right.
So Javon was a big part of the entire season. You throw that guy on Campazzo, you lock him up 94 feet, and what you do is you kill 2 birds with 1 stone, like you said, JB. you handle Campazzo, but you also build confidence in the guy that you might need in the conference finals.
And we do something else. We keep Chris Paul off the damn court.
Keep him off the damn court and let that shoulder get healthy.
Right,
yes, it's a win-win across the board, bro.
Yeah,
win-win across the board.
And another guys what's happening. Yeah.
And another guy like Etuan Moore. Etuan Moore is another guy you might see a little bit of. So yeah, man, this is a good time for the Suns to recalibrate, get everybody back involved. And those names you mentioned are big names, man. All those guys are gonna need to contribute because you got to win 16, right? JB, Benny, JB, y'all know what's up.
Oh yeah,
it's six. You only get the trophy if you win 16, not 4.
That's right.
Not 8, not 12. Right. You need 16.
So right.
you're gonna need everybody on that roster to do that for 100%.
Yep. And Money Maker Mitch asks, will the Suns beat the Nuggets despite different style of player? Will this be where the Suns get punched in the mouth? Ooh,
can I answer that question? Can I answer that question?
Yeah.
Teams like the Suns don't let you dominate how they gonna play. They don't let you determine how they gonna play. All right, because we're gonna play the same brand of basketball every night. You hear what I said earlier, Mitch? We play the same brand of basketball. We get back on defense and we run on offense. We can play half court ball if we want to, right?
Yeah, no big. Play any style.
Right, but we also got an older point guard and the floor general, Chris Paul, that can run the floor for 23 minutes a game.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
And what you gonna do?
We're gonna beat the Nuggets.
And you know what happens too, man? It's like people aren't talking enough about this. Man, Suns play defense, man. Yep. They just play defense. They're dogs, top to bottom. They play defense. So, like, I don't know that Denver can play that style with us. What they gonna do when we get the high screen and roll and Book is matched up with Joker? Joker's one of the worst defensive centers in the league. Michael Porter Jr. don't play defense neither. I'm sorry. Like, watch the tape. The guy's not good on defense. So, it's just not I'm telling you, man, I'm with you. I'm supposed to go out to Phoenix for game 5. I'm supposed to be there. And my biggest worry is there ain't gonna be a game 5. It might be a sweep. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, I got to holler at my guy. What you mean?
Yeah, I might be hitting you up and saying, let's hit up. Let's go hit a ball up or something. I got nothing to do.
We in there. It's nothing.
Yes, sir.
Well, listen, fellas, that's the West, but we would be remiss before we let Flex go if we don't talk about the East. So let's take a look at the bracket real quick. And man, let's reload this thing. So look, you got Brooklyn and you got the fucking Nets, and then you also got the Hawks, and you got who the Hawks play?
Bucks and Sixers.
And
why am I blanking?
And the Sixers.
No, you got
Sixers,
yes. Milwaukee. Yep. Milwaukee versus Brooklyn.
Yep.
Philly versus Atlanta.
Yep. Okay. So Atlanta beat them today, and they beat them bad.
Beat the brakes.
Beat them bad. Beat the brakes off.
Say it right. Beat the brakes.
Beat the brakes off them. Yeah.
Beat the brakes off of them. You know what I mean?
Sorry,
and then you had
all about the birds. We apologize. Y'all better get y'all shit together.
Oh man. So Flex, how are you looking at the East? You being out there in the East, of course.
Yeah, so listen, it's no secret. I'm out here in Jersey. I'm 12 minutes away from Brooklyn. I'm out there. I'm locked in out there, man. Listen, I've been saying this for a minute, man. Forget what you saw yesterday. This series is not over. This Brooklyn team and that Milwaukee team matches up very good with Brooklyn. And now with James Harden, I'm going to tell you something. I got people close to the team out here in Brooklyn that are telling me that James Harden thing doesn't look good, brother. It does not look good. Prayers up to James. I don't wish injury on no ball player, man. But that's a bad hamstring injury. There's reason to believe. This is what I was told this morning by a guy close to the team. There's reason to believe this dude's out for the playoffs. And if he does come back, it's gonna be one of these Anthony Davis things, like trying to be a hero. And it's just a bad look. I mean, I hope he's better. But I think the Milwaukee series is going to go 7. I think Milwaukee can beat them without James Harden in a long series. If James was healthy, I say Nets in 6, but I think Brooklyn in 7. And I tell you what, man, I feel bad for this dude because Joel's a good guy, man, out here in Philly, man. He had a big game today, but he's got a torn meniscus, man. And That's another problem, you know. So I think they can probably weather the Atlanta storm, but that dude Ice Trey, man, that dude Trey Young is a excuse my, he's a fucking dog, man.
Yeah, you ain't got to excuse shit.
So yeah,
Yeah.
he's a fucking dog, man. That kid's a fucking dog. He's a killer, man. So with a hurt Joel Embiid and a Ben Simmons scared to shoot free throws, man, Ice Trey might put them on their back, man. So I like Milwaukee. I still like Milwaukee, Philly, man, but I'm up on the fence with the Hawks, man. I think they can pull that out if Joel ain't healthy, man.
I honestly feel like the Hawks are going to win that series anyway.
Yeah.
I just feel like the Hawks are going to win that series anyway. Again, we talk about young and scrappy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia has had some success, you know what I'm saying, with Embiid. You know what I'm saying? They have to slow the ball game down. Ben Simmons is still not playing to the level that he's supposed to be playing at 6'10", true point guard, and that's he's a 6'10" point guard. He's like Magic Johnson. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
So it's not the same as LeBron trying to say, okay, I can play point guard. So no, he's their point guard. He still is not the dominant force that he's supposed to be, right?
Right.
They should be, honestly, Flex, they should have built their team around them boys and nothing but shooters. Right,
and they should never let Jimmy go.
Nothing but shooters. So yeah, right now
Jimmy Butler. That's the problem.
But their team should be compiled of nothing but shooters.
Nothing but shooters. Yeah.
Because if I'm Ben Simmons, I'm taking whoever this little 6'4" dude on
Post
me
up.
to the hole, and I'm kicking, right? Or else I'm just dunking on him, right? Or Embiid's right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
moving it without the ball, and I'm handing it to him. He should have 7 points and 38 assists every night, right? And maybe 6 rebounds, right?
38. I like it.
And they
38.
should be the leading 3-point shooting team in the league. So
Trey Pound.
I just really feel like Trey Young and them going to run them off the floor. There's another one that just might, I'm going to say in 5, but you might have to bring that big broom out, right?
Okay.
Now, I've been saying that I don't believe in the Nuggets. I mean, not the Nuggets, but the Nets. I've been saying it forever because I feel like they got, I said 3 beta males, but they got Blake Griffin on their team.
Yeah.
That's 4 beta males.
That's 4 of them, yeah.
And also they got, who else they got?
Blake's playing nice ball. I'm mad when he did the Detroit.
Here's the thing about that.
He was fucking reading paper in Detroit. As soon as
he was faking injuries in Detroit, bro.
But even when he first got there, he wasn't just dropping bombs for your mom. Like, but we understand about Blake is you're never going to get the same Blake night in, night out, right? You're not, right? So you can't depend on this dude. So all those beta males, and then you take Harden away from the mix. Yeah. Once you take him away from the mix, you just took 20 points away from him.
Yeah.
Right? KD.
Yeah.
KD is one of the most prolific scorers we've ever seen in this league. But he's a pussy. And I've said it a million times on this show. Hold on. Kyrie.
No, you got it.
Kyrie is one of the most talented point guards we've ever seen, but he's a pussy, right?
Hey, New Jersey too. You know he's close to home. I know about Kyrie, man.
And so here's the thing: like you got too many. I don't want to be the man's on one team, right? Too many, and then you got a Bucks team. Giannis, Flex, and you'll laugh. You gonna laugh when I say this because I laugh when I say this. Giannis is like the champ on Harlem Nights, right? What did Red Fox say about him? He said, "I once saw that nigga fight 33 rounds."
33 rounds, yo.
So Giannis,
hey, Harlem Nights, man, that's a classic, bro. I like you more. I like you more every minute, bro.
So Giannis is literally like the champ on Harlem Nights. That boy will play every minute of every game, full speed. Well, how old is he? Like 21?
Yeah, Giannis like 24, 25, 20. Yeah, he's still a baby, though. He's still a baby.
Like, come on, man. This dude, he grew up in Greece. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he got worn out by the United States, you know what I'm saying, by
the culture, right? By the culture,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was over there, square biz, you know what I'm saying? He a bit of a nerd, and that's cool because, again, this motherfucker will fight 33 rounds, right?
33 rounds, yeah.
And
Drew Holiday is the best defensive guard in the world.
And one thing I heard, and it's very seldom that you hear someone on ESPN, you be like, that's right. So they said it, right? They didn't shoot the ball well. They didn't shoot the ball well at all, right? So they was kind of off kill, right? The Nets took advantage because they the Nets, and Harden was playing up until he got hurt, and they are what they are, right? But I just feel like this one might go 7, like Flex said. But I feel like the Bucks got it, right?
I agree with you. Kyrie might wake up tomorrow and retire, bro.
You never know.
Like that's
right?
the type of dude you dealing with.
That's real shit.
He's
That's
probably
real
floating.
shit.
That's real shit.
No, it's real shit.
He's probably floating down the Nile River right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, bro.
With a
Like
pair
he's
of
out
Beats
here.
headphones on. You know what I'm saying?
He out here on the East Coast, man. You know, you're a New Jersey cat. He went to the high school I rocked with. You know what I mean? Like, so Kyrie could wake up tomorrow and absolutely say, "I'm living off the land, bro. I'm saved the world. I'm retiring, bro."
Right. Or just take off running like Forrest Gump.
Right. And Harden ain't coming back down that tunnel no time soon. And Blake Griffin's a roller coaster. And I love KD, but like you said, man, there's too much stuff going on there, fighting on Twitter with homeboy. What's his name? I forget his name. The actor going back and forth about Rappaport. Yeah. So there's too much drama there. And at the end of the day, man, I'm a hoop guy, man. So I believe in, man, you gotta have continuity, chemistry, and all that stuff to win championships. You just can't roll a bunch of dudes out there and be like, yo, I know y'all ain't play all year together, and I know y'all only got like 200 minutes logged under together, but go win a championship, man. Nah, it don't work that way. So I think they getting knocked out by Milwaukee. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun, bro. Phoenix Suns, everybody on Planet Orange, man, pump that house tomorrow, man. Planet Orange, let's go tomorrow, baby.
Yeah, speaking of which, you know Flex is going to. So Flex, before we get you on up out of here, you just joined the KSRN Arizona Casual Sports Fan. Plug all your shows. Where can people find you? You will see this in our description for the podcast post as well, but for the live stream, where can people find you, sir?
Yeah, people can catch on social media. Catch me at Flex from Jersey on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Flex from Jersey. I do the Coast to Coast podcast with my man Dan Duarte. You can catch that on at Coast to Coast Pod 1 on Twitter. You can catch me on the 98.7 Arizona post-game show, the Phoenix Suns post-game show after every playoff game with my guy John Bloom. Obviously, KSRNArizona.com. Check us out on the YouTube channel, my guy Earl Burnett, and the Believe the Suns podcast as well. And I also write a weekly Flex Bomb column on KSRNAZ.com. So check that out. Hope y'all got all that, man.
Damn. Oh, they can run it back.
Damn, that man's working. Jesus, you got 10 jobs, back, sir. Baby. All for the Suns.
And I'm telling you, Flex, right now, I'm expecting some kind of segment on KSRN. Right, I need it. We gotta have it. Right.
What you need? I'm sorry, I missed that. What you said?
I said I'm expecting a segment. You know what I'm saying, on KSRN at some point.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, man. No, I want. Yeah, of course. Come on, man. We got rock. Hey, I want y'all on anything, man. Anything, man. Come over to Coast, get us on the Coast to Coast. Anything, man. We family now, bro. And when I'm out there in the valley, man, I'm gonna link up with y'all, man. You know, I get y'all lunch, man, whatever. We family, guys. Hey, I love y'all stuff, man. I love y'all stuff. I'm a big fan, big supporter, man. Appreciate the invite.
Appreciate it.
And hey, I wanted to stay on and talk some Julio with y'all.
We appreciate you, sir.
Y'all gonna kick me off.
You want to stay on now?
As long as you good, you good.
Stay on
listen. What people don't know about me is I'm a Suns guy. I'm a basketball guy, man. But I'm well rounded, man. I love my football. So I hear y'all talking about Julio. I'm like, I want to hear what they got to say about Julio, baby. Let's go.
Hey, we glad you want to stay on, man. So
let's do it.
We're about to do. You know what I'm saying? Savage News, right, Benny?
Let's do it.
Yeah, well, first we got to pay some bills, and that's with our friends at SavageCBD.com. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with them. They got all the tinctures. They got the gummies, baby. They got the vapes. Make sure to tap in with SavageCBD.com. It's promo code REVIEW. That's REVIEW for 15% off your first order and free shipping, man. They got a lot of good stuff on here, bro. So make sure to tap in with them as well. And listen, if you want to sponsor us, you know what to do. We already got a couple more cats starting with us as well. Hit us up, G and Benny Blue Review at gmail.com. And we can get you on for the live stream. We can get you on for the podcast, social media, whatever you're looking for. We got it. Our email newsletter. Again, email us, JB and Benny Blue Review at gmail.com. And we got you with all that. And of course, make sure to tap in with the goddamn merch. Football season is only 14 weeks away, JB.
Yeah.
Only 14 weeks away. Mm-hmm. So you got to make sure you get down with us on the merch, man. We got the new Super Kyler. Unisex, 100% combined cotton, made to order. Them shits are comfy as hell. Make sure to tap in, of course, for our Bird Gang faithful, that Bird Gang all day. Ooh-wee, the Iron A Lion for the gym. And we need us for the people. And, of course, the OG Review shirts, OG dad hats, Don't Be Dumb hoodies, powered by our friends at trendscollab.com. So make sure to tap in with all that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Flex, you asked and you shall receive. We need to talk about this crazy ass trade that Mitch we called. I don't know if you remember, but Mitch, you were on with us and we called it and we're breaking it down. Julio Jones is going to the Tennessee Titans. Wow. Flex, I mean, since you're here, your instant reaction once you heard about that. Julio moving to Tennessee to be with fucking Brown and Tannehill and Derrick Henry. Ooh-wee.
Man, it's gonna be hell for defenses to deal with them boys. I tell you that much, man. See, I was kind of close to that move because my son being out here close, he's a big Patriot guy, and they were rumored to be willing to probably give up a first for him. I never thought they would. Belichick don't give up first, but I was up on it. I'm like, man, I would like him over there in New England, man. But man, I tell you what, you gotta deal with Henry in the backfield, Brown, another big boy, Julio. Tannehill's getting better, man. They gonna be a piece of work out there in the AFC, man. So I'm excited for Julio more than anything, though, man, because I'm a big Julio Jones fan. I think he's, in my lifetime, one of the top wide receivers I ever seen in my two eyeballs. So I'm excited for him to have an opportunity. You know what I mean? To go out there and play some championship ball again before it all wraps up. But yeah, man. I mean, good stuff, man. I mean, they gave up a second rounder. I think that's a steal, bro, for Julio Jones personally.
Yeah, and he said he wanted to go to a winner. And I mean, look, the Titans got they lose Arthur Smith. I understand that, but I mean, look, they got what 2022 second round pick. And then they'll get a second rounder for next year, and then a 2023 fourth rounder in exchange for Julio, and then they traded the sixth rounder in 2023. So JB, it just happened. But what are your thoughts on this?
Good for Julio. As long as he's happy, I'm cool, man. Like this, and we talked about this in our production meeting, Benny, about how the NFL is going to shorter contracts because of the fact that long-term contracts get you this effect, right? You get guys that are like, man, I'm tired of being here, right? And I want to leave. And then it fucks the money up. And as we spoke about in the production meeting, the only thing the NFL really gives a damn about, honestly, right now, is the cap, right? If you're not favoring that cap, if you're not favorable to that cap, right, then you're going to be getting looked at and broken down and critiqued a lot heavier. I don't give a damn who you are, right? So we've heard quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying, under the gun. We've had star receivers. Running backs are expendable at this point. And then tight ends and linemen, of course, like it's like nobody's safe, right?
Right.
Nobody's safe. So these shorter contracts, I think, they're a gift and a curse, right?
Yeah.
They're a gift and a curse. I think they're a gift for the players, to be honest with you, but they're a curse for teams because it's hard to, like we just talked about basketball. Football is about winning championships. It's about a team as well. Right, you got to have that continuity, you know what I'm saying, and that glue and that stick-to-itiveness, you know what I'm saying, for certain people to be there to win those championships. So Julio's happy, I'm happy. The Titans are going to be hell on wheels offensively, you know what I'm saying. I think defensively they lost a couple of key components. We got Butler from them, which I mean they can say what they want to say. I think they lost. He's still one of the better cover corners.
He got a lot in the tank. Yeah, he got a lot in the tank.
And then like they lost their top defensive lineman as well. So they got some work to do there, but yeah, Julio, big Derrick Henry. I mean, Tannehill to get out and run that thing every once in a while, and then the kid Brown, monster. You know what I'm saying? So offensively, they're gonna be tough to deal with, right? They're gonna even be able to open up their offense a little bit, man, because they can get away from that old Patriot shit. You know what I'm saying? And actually start to open up and have a little fun, besides just throwing the ball deep on play actions.
Right. I'm reading that question. Man. That's a tough question there.
Look at Mitch with his paragraph.
That's a tough question. Hey, you know what? Listen, I will say this. I do subscribe to the fact that and you play the game, big fella. I'm very good friends. One of my best friends in the world is David Tyree, former wide receiver for the New York Giants. And we always have conversations about this stuff. And I do say, oh yeah, helmet catch. That's my boy. That's my broski, man.
I had to do it.
Shout out to my brother DT, man. That's my broski, man. But wide receiver is a position that I think you don't want to put too much in the bank on your cap at wide receiver. So this is one of those things that better work, because if it don't, that could get tricky. I don't think you break the bank necessarily at the wide receiver position unless it's a guy like Julio Jones. If it's Julio, you can't pass up on it, man. But I'm a defense first guy. Like you played the position, you played offensive line, right, brother?
Yes, sir.
So you know it's in the trenches. You win football games on the O and the defensive line, right?
Better know that.
Right. You when you got up for a game, and you got to face Daniil Hunter, Everson Griffin, Linval Joseph, guys like that, Pro Bowlers that bring it every day.
Right.
That's when you worry because you're like, damn, they ain't even got a blitz. They could let them four guys, they could let them three linebackers drop back in coverage. Yeah. So I still think defense wins championships, and I think the Titans might struggle a little bit there. But like you said, they hell on wheels on offense. So let's see if they can outshoot somebody.
Without a doubt. I always go back, Flex, and people talk about football. I say, who won the Super Bowl? Tampa Bay. Well, how'd they win it? Right? How'd they win it? Because that D-line was dominant. Them linebackers was flowing. Their defensive backfield was making plays they needed to. Brady was playing quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't do nothing spectacular. He didn't have to, right? And then people discredit this. Both of those running backs had about 75 yards apiece in that game, right?
Yeah.
Together, that's 150 yards rushing, you know what I'm saying? But like just old-fashioned football can change all it wants, but it'll never change. Understand? Right. It'll never change.
Never change. Yeah. I mean, defense went and it travels, man. Defense travels. Offense don't. Offense, right?
Now speaking of change, fellas, this is kind of an under the radar headline. And Flex, you might have heard about this, but JB, I gotta throw this at you first. Is the XFL coming back? Because apparently they're talking about making a return in 2022, and Fox Sports is the television partner. Their plans to make it an 8-team league. It says the USFL will try to take advantage of that spring window. Of course, JB, we rode for the AAF, and XFL now purchased by The Rock, and the USFL is coming back. I mean, we've talked about this with the NFL Europe League and AAF, and I feel like there may be some partnership with the XFL. But JB, when you've seen all these different leagues fail as of recently, what are your ingredients as Commissioner Bridges to make the USFL happen in the spring?
Well, here's the thing about leagues failing. We talk about what's the league that we were so excited about the beginning of last year. Matter of fact,
the AAF.
The AAF, right?
AAF.
They tried to rival the NFL, right? They tried to rival the power that be. So there's never going to be another major football league. I mean, arena football is going to continue to be arena football, and it's going to stick around forever because it's arena football, right? A minute, very minute, you know what I'm saying, product football-wise compared to the NFL. But the reason why the USFL is going to work is because it's a supplementary league. It's a supplemental league. Right?
That's what they've been needing.
And this is what the NFL So Flex, like you said, I hated when NFL Europe ended because NFL Europe was a supplemental league for the NFL, right? So now the NFL is constantly searching for that supplemental league, right? And they're looking for partnership. The reason AAL failed is because they tried to rival the power that was the NFL. So no, you got to get it. There's plenty of money to go around. Yeah. Right. It's gonna be money made because they're gonna be picking from coaches down there and they're gonna be picking from players. Yeah. So these teams are gonna start to invest and these owners are gonna start to put money into these teams because all it's gonna do is make their team stronger because these guys are being groomed now. Right, it's like double A and triple A ball in baseball. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just pick, you know what I'm saying? Go to that tree and just start picking. So hell yeah, I love it. I love it, and it's another way for guys to earn a second income and still do what they love and like balance that out. And it's real football. And no disrespect to arena leagues, but I mean it's real football.
It's real football. And you get to put real tape on. And you give guys an opportunity that were like borderline guys that may not have gotten drafted, undrafted free agents. Yeah. They go there, they play real football. You nailed it, brother. You can't compete against the NFL. I always look back to that movie that Will Smith did. What was it? Concussion movie.
Yeah.
And when he said in that part in the movie where he was like, yo, man, like the NFL stole Sunday from the churches. Like they got their own day, bro. They got their own day. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't rival.
Pastors rush sermons because of football games.
Yeah, to get home, right? They got their home.
How many times you heard a preacher say that? I'm gonna hurry up because the game about to come on.
Right. God bless the Giants. Like, let's get home.
Go Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
And you know what's even crazier, guys, is it's graduated to now 4 days a week, 3 days a week. Monday's a football day, Sunday's a football day, Thursday's a football day. So they got 3 days in a week of the calendar that's just them. Yeah. You can't rival that. You got to go in partnership with that. You got to say, hey, like the GLeague and the NBA, that's why it works, right? Yeah. That's why they're still hanging around. Yeah. You had the old CBA back in the day, that crumbled. Yeah. Right. So yeah, I think if they can get back and come back in a partnership, 8 teams, and work with the league as opposed to trying to fight them, that could be pretty damn good. Because I'd love to see some guys that maybe my team sends down or says, hey, you're a practice squad dude. Get down there and ball out. And let's see what happens. I know there's even stuff with that though, but I think it's a good idea.
No, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, and Flex, you made my point because I think the way it works for not only the USFL but the XFL come together, basically treat them like conferences. Have the XFL of 8 teams, have the USFL of 8 teams. They've even talked about doing some sort of partnership with the CFL, and they need to treat it like AAA ball. Where it's like, it's going to get TV rights, it's going to get watched, but you need to treat it as that, like you said, like the practice squad guys, work out a deal with the NFL where those guys can have contracts in the spring because it's only going to make them better players and get better development for when they go back to the NFL roster. Like you see the guys like PJ Walker who balls out in the XFL after he gets cut short from COVID, he gets picked up by the Seahawks. There's always like a handful of guys in that league that are legitimately good enough to be in the show. Maybe not superstars, but they're good enough to be on the roster. Yep. So it's like they need, like you guys made a point perfectly. If you're going to do spring ball, y'all better get in bed with the NFL. Understand that it's going to be different. Otherwise, the shit's going to fold because it's not going to work. So I agree with that completely. Flex, I'm actually glad you stayed on for this next point because we need your NBA mind on this one, sir. So the Blazers part ways with Terry Stotts after 9 years. The Celtics move Brad Stevens up, Danny Ainge retires, all that stuff. And the big question that we have is like, is something going to shape with like Becky Hammond? Is Chauncey Billups going to get like an actual shot? Like, what do you see this whole kind of coaching thing with like these 2 teams in particular?
See, I'm going to tell you something. First thing on the Chauncey Billups thing. I think that guy's a great basketball guy, but that guy should be in the front office, not a coach. I don't like him as a coach. I like him more in the front office.
I kind of agree with you on that.
Right. Yeah. And then Becky, let me tell you something, man. Now, I'm a basketball junkie, guys. I mean, I eat, sleep, drink, digest, everything, man. So let me tell you something. Anybody that has worked with Greg Popovich is a good hire. I'm telling you, man. This girl is under the Popovich tree. She knows what she's doing. She knows basketball. She's ran summer league teams. She's coached when he wasn't there. She's got that ear in the locker room. She demands respect. And another part of that is she's one of the best basketball players to ever do it for as female basketball players. So you ain't gonna sit here and be like you don't know ball. Like I did it at the highest level in my league. I won championships. I was a star. So I think she deserves a spot. I'm going to be honest. I don't think the Blazers or Celtics go there. I think the Celtics are, this Brad Stevens thing is tricky to me, man. Like, you a coach, dude. I don't know how you going upstairs and now you just giving up that seat. I don't know how the hell that's going to play out. And I think the Blazers more than a coach, man. He probably got to blow this up, man, because poor Damian Lillard, man. I mean, he said something, right? That cryptic tweet. He took the Nipsey Hussle line. Did y'all see that?
The dedication lyrics, yep.
How long should I stay dedicated? You know what I'm saying? And that just screams at me of a guy that's saying, guys, for the love of God, man, get me something that could work here because I don't want to leave Portland.
How long, Flex, how long he been in Portland?
Oh, man, Dame been there the whole time. So Dame got 10 plus in Portland, man. So he stuck around longer than LeBron did. Like, but LeBron was screaming the same thing. Like, I mean, I'm doing great things and y'all ain't doing nothing to help me. Right. So at this point, I got to test the waters. I got to go. Right. Yeah, and we love
Dame to the Suns.
To have you out here in the desert, young man. All right?
Oh, yeah, baby.
You're still close to home. Right. We got a better airport. We got better weather. We got better. Look. Come on now.
Hey, Let's get on the phones and start working it, man.
We got
put into existence.
CP3 and the man. Look,
man. Hey,
it's
free to dream, baby. It's free to dream, right?
We can put CP3 on the bench and be like, "Oh man, we love you, right?" But when you in the game, we just strong. Hey, we got options.
Oddly enough, that might be like perfect.
We got
crazy.
Yeah, Dame's a killer, man. So, but I like the question, man. Becky Hammonds, man. I think she should get a shot. I don't think she will, though. Not this time around. I tell you what, I think Orlando. Yep. I'm gonna tell you something though, man. Low key, Pop don't got much longer, man. You saw Mike Krzyzewski announce that he got one more year. Pop Pop's almost done. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's already some type of talk with Becky Hammond. He's already telling her, like, listen, I got a year left, man. When I go, this your spot. And we'll see what happens, man. But that's a damn great question, though, man. I respect the girls. Tim
Duncan to be her assistant coach.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Right. On the way to his first head coach spot.
Right. So, that's how they do it in San Antonio, bro. That's how they do it.
Yeah. Well, wrapping up, fellas, we got to give a quick shout out to Greg Olson. His son got a heart transplant and shit. That's a beautiful thing, man. They found a donor for him because it was looking risky, man. He's got a rare condition called hypoplastic left heart syndrome. I haven't even heard of that, but his son's 8 years old, and they found a match. I know Greg Olson hasn't been out of the league very long, so I know that's been a lot to deal with. So shout out to Greg Olson, man.
Shout out to Greg Olson, man.
Good dude.
Imagine
good dude.
What that feels like.
Really,
hey,
really,
let me. Can I just tell y'all something real quick? I know I'm sorry, guys, but on that topic, man, I got a daughter, 23-year-old daughter that's graduating. She's graduating from the University of South Carolina right now, and thank you, brother. And she was born.
Buddy.
She was born.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, she's about to graduate, but she was born with a rare heart disorder. Called TGA, transposition of the great arteries. And she had a 10% chance of making it through the night when she was born. They had to put her in a helicopter, fly out to Philadelphia, do open heart surgery. She's had multiple open heart surgeries. And so when I hear something like this, man, I know what it's like to be in a room and not know if you're going to see your child again and go through that, man. So, man, this is heartwarming, man. That's a perfect way to end the night, man. Perfect way to end the night. Two miracles. Man. Yeah, 2 miracles, man. So shout out to the Olsen family. God bless y'all, man, and hope that kid stays healthy and strong.
Yeah, man. Well, look, as we get out of here, JB, you know what you need to do. It's time for We Need Us, JB's final thoughts. JB, talk to the people. What's on your mind? What do they need to think about this week?
Well, just let people live, man. This whole vaccination thing, it's getting weird. They constantly pushing, doing mass vaccination. You get vaccinated, that's on you, right? That's cool, right? You don't get vaccinated, that's on you. That's cool, right? So just continue to let people live life. And guys, there's still cops shooting innocent people out there. You see it, blow the whistle. Together, bro. No matter what the power that be is, how tall, how great the wall is. Together we can knock that wall down. So of course we always need us, man. That's just the way that we're configured. You know what I'm saying? It's a law of attraction. We need people to be successful in life. We need people to be happy in life, no matter what introverts say. So we need us. All right, and we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Catch us on all social media platforms at JB and Benny Blue. Benny, we got a phone number. What's that phone number?
Yes, we do. It's 818-850-2804. Who, Mike Jones? That's 818-850-2804. And yeah, man. That's it. You can make sure you can tap in with us. Our big thanks to our guy Flex. He will be back, especially as them Suns make a deep run in these NBA playoffs. So make sure to tap in with Flex for all of his shows. Make sure to follow him at Flex from Jersey. Make sure to follow us at JB and Benny Blue. If you missed it, and listen, man, we know with the live stream, we're only a few episodes in. More and more people will tap in. We appreciate everyone who dropped all the questions and comments today. This is still available in podcast form. So you can tap in on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, banging out your baby mama's Nissan Altima, wherever you concern our content, you can find it. On the way to the studio. We're your motivation, damn it. So please tap in with us. And till next time, till next Sunday, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. This has been the JB and Benny Blue Review live stream podcast.
Go Yankees.
Go Suns. Them Yankees.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Flex, we appreciate you, sir. We'll see you soon. Make sure to tap on Flex.
Appreciate you, my guys. Stay blessed, man. I appreciate
yes,
y'all.
sir.
Guys.
Yes, sir. Peace out, everybody. Till next week. We are out.